Hello students. So today I am going to discuss with you about the special function registers. Okay. So special function registers are very important whenever we are going to deal with the 8051 microcontroller. So special function registers are very important. Okay. So we have so many special function registers, and it acts as control table for the table that monitor and control the operation of the 8051 microcontroller. If you observe internal RAM structure, the address space 802FFH. So in my last lecture I have told you about that, and it is a 802FFH is allocated for the SFRs. So in your Mazidi book it is already available for the 8051 micro of about the SFRs in your Mazidi book. So there is a link also for the special function register. You can see this link and you can find the data about the special function registers. So some special function registers are available over there, and these special function registers are as follows. So here you can find some of the registers. First is the accumulator. A is the accumulator register. Next it is a B register. So A and B both are used for the arithmetic operations. For example, addition, subtraction, multiplication and division. Basically B is used for the multiplication and division. Generally we use basically we use the accumulator as our arithmetic operation and the arithmetical and logical operations. So sometimes we also use the accumulator for the data transfer instructions also. So next is DPH and DPL. These two registers belongs to the DPTR, and DPTR is your data pointer. IE is your interrupt priority register. IP is your interrupt priority register, interrupt enable register. P0, P1, P2 and P3 are the port registers, and PCON is your serial controller and programmable controller, and PSW is your program status word, and PCON is basically power control, and SCON is your serial control, SBUF is your serial buffer, SP is your stack pointer, and TMOD is your register for the timer mode, and TCON is timer controller. TL0, TH0, TL1 and TH1 are the registers for the timers to upload the values of the timers. Okay. In short, the description of the registers are available in this picture. So here you can see that the full form of the registers and why they are used. So and here you can find that what is the full value of this register, and here you can also find the corresponding RAM value of the internal special function registers. So accumulator is situated at E0H. So if you want to call it by E0H, you can call it. Okay. Otherwise you can use it in mnemonic accumulator ACC. Right. Likewise, we can use these registers easily, and we can provide the data to these registers also. So many times you will find that how these registers are used for our purpose. So this is your accumulator. Here you can find that how the accumulator is available. This is a LSB and this is your MSB, bit 0 to bit 7, and by default the values are available over there. By default means value on reset, it is 0000. Address of this register is E0H. Next is address of this register is F0H, and by default it is 00. It is important register, and it is mainly asked in the examination also. It is a program status word, and program status word basically used for many purpose and in the arithmetic operations also. Here you can see that there are 4 bits. Basically usable bits are of the program status words, and the address of this program status word is D0, and on reset all the values of this program status word is 00000. So these are the some values, and here is the complete table of this. So C is the carry, and carry is used for whenever there is a carry on 8th bit of any operation. AC is the auxiliary carry used in BCD arithmetic, and when there is a carry from 4th bit to 5th bit, then auxiliary carry is used. Flag 0 is the general purpose user flag. RS1 and RS0 I have already discussed about these two bits as a PS3 or PS4. So this is PS3 and PS4, and RS1 and RS0 are used for the bank selection purpose. If it is 0, then bank 0 is there, 01 for bank 1, 10 for bank 2, 11 is for bank 3. OV is for the overflag and used in the arithmetic operation. When the data are overwritten by FF, then it is generally high. It is reserved for the future use. P is the parity, and parity is set to 1 if A has odd number of ones, and otherwise it is reset. Okay. There are the pointer registers. So I have already discussed about DPTR. DPTR is your data pointer and used to assess the internal or external ROM. Okay, so there are two registers. These are DPH and DPL, which are special function registers, and on reset their values are 000. This data pointer basically are used for to have the address of the memory location. Stack pointer, by default its value is 81H. Sorry, it is 07. By default its value is 07H on reset, and the address of this stack pointer is 81H. Okay, some input output port pins are over there, port 0 to port 3, and some values are available, and by default the value of these ports are 111, means these are already decided as input port. So we can set it to 0 if we need to make them output. Okay, we no need to touch them if we want to make them input. So by default all the values are 1111. So to make them output we need to put the 0000 in all the bits. Okay, so next is PCON. PCON is a power control register, and it is basically used for many purpose, and it has some of the bits. For example, SMOD is a serial communication baud rate modify rate, and GF1 and GF0 are the general purpose user flags, and PD is power down bit. To enter the power down mode it is set to 1, and 0, this pin IDL is the idle bit. To enter the idle mode it should be set to 1. Serial control register. So in serial control it is used for the serial control purpose, and I will tell you all about all these registers in the corresponding chapters also. For this purpose you can find that how they can be used for the different purposes. So SM0, SM1, SM2 and receive enable, TB8 and RB8 are the some values which are shown over there. And for example, SM0 and SM1 and SM2 are the these are used for the serial port mode selection. Receive enable, REN is the receive enable bit, TB8, RB8 are the transmit bit 8 and receive bit 8, and TI and RI are the interrupts for this purpose. So there are some modes of this bit, and I will discuss them when this serial control register will come in the coming lectures. Similarly, TCON register is used for the timer control register. It has the different number of bits, and I will discuss them in uh, when this lecture will come, when this chapter will come in your syllabus. Similarly, T mode, interrupt enable register, interrupt priority register, SBUF register. So all these registers are the SFR registers and mostly used. And for midterm purpose, the students can learn about the PSW register. It is important register for their midterm purpose. And overall, this table is important for the purpose of the for the midterm purpose. So thank you for this lecture. If you have any problem, you can talk to me. Thank you.